We are live. What's up, Hugo? What time is it over here? It's
1:30.
1:30 in the afternoon. It's a little early for us, but sometimes you just gotta have to do it.
Yeah. I think this is our earliest stream we've done.
Probably.
Is that or Stone Roses? Because I remember
What's up,
being
AT Field?
giant sunlight mark on my wall. That was like blinding.
Oh. Let me make sure that my mic is being picked up. Yes, it is. Okay. Somebody else say something, just to make sure nobody else's mic.
Yep.
All right, we're good. We are good. We are good. Okay. Fantastic. How do you like the new camera setup, fellas? How are we liking it? Everybody's got a new camera setup, even Cole. His is probably the least changed, but you wouldn't happen to have time for another one? Unfortunately not. Cole's got to ruin everyone's day and go somewhere.
Why'd you have to leave us? You're ruining my day.
That's what I do. I ruin people's
He's a day
days.
ruiner. That's what he does.
That's what I'm the best at.
I would love to have done another one, Hugo, but just can't do it today. That's why we're here early, actually, because Cole has to ruin everyone's day.
That's what I do. This is what I do. This is how I win.
How I win.
This is how he wins. How's everyone doing early today? Well, early for us, I guess. Probably not early for you guys. It's probably already night for most of you. Well, for Hugo, I know it's definitely night, but I don't know for the rest of you guys.
For our EU people, it's probably somewhere between like 6 and 8.
Yeah. Wish you could stick around for the whole thing, but you need to get... Okay, that's fine.
Always got the VOD.
Always got the VOD. And the video afterwards.
What's a VOD?
That's the video of the live stream, unedited.
It's 12:40 for you? Oh, you Central Time. I see. I got you. You're doing all right, 1930. Okay. That is 7:30. I know my 24-hour clock. All right, you guys want to get started? You ready?
Yeah.
Let's get it grooving. Is there anything we want to talk about about Joy Division or this album, before the album? What's up? Nola, shout out to you guys, just had the Super Bowl. Congrats.
Should probably talk a little bit about Ian Curtis, I'd imagine.
All right, well, whoever wants to do it,
It's all
do
you,
it.
champ.
Sure.
Hi, Cosmic, how are you? All right, let's do this.
Hi, oh yay. Hi, hi, Noah. Cutie Noah. Hi, Cuticle. Groggy Pixie. Wee!
Love it.
Whee!
What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the Three Idiots Talking podcast. We are back with another paid album request. Thank you so much to one of our subscribers for doing this one. Today, we also have, as you guys can clearly see, some brand new camera angles. Myself and Noah, clear major changes. Cole, new camera, slightly different area, field of view. You can see his guitar a bit. That's nice to see. You can see more posters too. Like to see that. But we're back. new paid album request. Sorry for the delay in the streams. You probably didn't notice it on YouTube because I've been spacing out our uploads properly, but the streams were delayed for a couple days. But we're here, new paid album request. This album is called Unknown Pleasures by Joy Division. This album is the debut album from Joy Division. Their first one came out in 1979. It is 10 songs long, 39 minutes. And outside of that, I sort of want to let Noah take the reins here because I don't know anything about Joy Division as a band. In fact, this is the only Joy Division album I've ever even listened to. So as a band, I know nothing about their members or anything about them. So I'm going to let Noah take the reins on trying to explain who they are, what this is. Go for it.
Joy Division. The way all the fellas... Okay, first off, I should probably look up and tell you who all the people are in the band.
Well, we got Ian Curtis. You mentioned him.
Ian Curtis is the singer. Peter Hook, bass player. You might know him from New Order. Well, you might know all of them from New Order except for Ian Curtis. You got Bernard Sumner on guitar and Stephen Morris on the drums. They all met, I'm pretty sure, at a punk concert and just thought, this shit's pretty cool. We should learn how to play instruments. And they all somehow found each other afterwards, like weeks or months after they've been learning their instruments, and said, fuck it. Let's make a band. And then Ian Curtis now has a bit of a probably legendary status in music for very good lyrics, very dark, and unfulfilled potential is what I'll call it.
Unfulfilled potential. So, okay,
Yes.
so that was Ian Curtis who has the unfulfilled potential, but not the whole band, though, correct?
Well, the band in general does have unfulfilled potential, yeah.
Okay.
They're probably one of the biggest what-ifs in music.
Got it. Is there any particular, besides just what you were saying, is there any particular reason?
Ian Curtis killed himself. That's why.
Oh, I was unaware of that.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that was a darker tone than I thought was about to be introduced. My fault. I did not know.
Yeah, I wanted to leave it at unfulfilled.
Well, I
potential.
was unaware. So if anyone out there didn't know, now you know. Maybe I'll cut that from the video. Maybe I won't. Okay, so now Ian Curtis was a singer, correct?
He was the singer and songwriter.
Jeez. These rock band singers and songwriters just off of themselves, man. I don't know what it was. Tough era. Tough genre to be a singer-songwriter
He
in.
had a lot of issues.
Well, you can kind of get a taste of that in this album. I think we all know that.
Yes.
All right. So, Unknown Pleasures. Anything else we should know about this album in particular from this era? Like, this is 1979. We had already gone through Zeppelin. Floyd had pretty much already come out entirely. Radiohead hadn't come out yet. I know Radiohead got major influence from Joy Division, I believe is what I've been
A
told.
lot of people did.
A lot of
This
people
is
did.
Kind of its whole own thing at the time.
Right,
Not
right.
anybody really sounded like this.
So how many bands, or maybe you won't know the number, but would you say that a lot of the big bands that came after this, Radiohead included, would cite this album as one of their primary influences?
I don't know if they'd cite it, but you'd definitely be able to at least hear it.
They'd say Joy Division. Or
Joy
New
Division
Order.
as a whole. Okay, or New Order. Okay, all right. So, influential album by an influential band that would unfortunately not be able to continue producing albums. So that's when you get these
They made
bands.
one after this.
Well, I mean, like, they would just not be able to continue producing extensively. And it's very sad because when you get, I think a lot of times when you get albums like these by band members or band lives get cut short, like Nirvana, like Joy Division, the wonder is often the wonder of what they could have been is often part of the influence that happens. Same thing with that Velvet Underground and Nico, I believe. Same type of situation. So, I mean, I actually don't know how long Velvet Underground and Nico continued on, so I don't really know. But the influence from one album alone can influence so many bands in the future. It's very interesting. So, yeah. Anything else we should know about Unknown Pleasures?
No, I think we're ready.
All right. Let me drop the link at the jam for you guys. Real quick. There you go. We'll get started. All right, chat. Let's see. What's going on? I can't believe they played 10 seconds of King Gizzard during the Super Bowl. Which one did they play?
They also played some Jeff Buckley for like 10 seconds as well. Just a big fan.
New cams, indeed, Pedro. We got some new cameras and some new camera angles. Hope you guys like
The
it.
Smiths
Smiths
are
are
much better.
not better than Joy Division. Shut the
Yeah.
fuck
Joy
up.
Division
I'm
should have
gonna
become
trash.
super big, and I feel like they would have if not been for Ian's passing. Cole, you are looking very fresh and glowy today. The new camera is showing off your glow, Cole. It's a new glow. Killed himself on the eve of the first North American tour.
Yep.
Brutal.
Yeah. Was probably freaking out about having to perform in front of a bunch of people.
And never cut your glorious hair. I haven't planned on it yet. Cosmic. Yay, Joy Division. What's up, Olivia? Long time no see. After his passing, the rest of Joy Division became new. Oh, this band became New Order? Oh.
Yeah.
I did not know that. Okay.
I thoroughly enjoy myself some New Order.
I have not listened to them, so I should add that to my list of things to listen to.
You listen to the best of their stuff right now. It's okay.
They play like 10 seconds of Field Division. Okay. All right. You guys are in? You are. All right. Let's get started. Unknown Pleasures, starting off with, by Joy Division, starting off with Disorder.
Yes, Super Pony. I think Joy Division is a lot better than the Smiths. Like, way better than the Smiths.
Yeah.
Then again, we also don't like the Smiths, as we've put up on our Discord before. Well, at least I don't.
I think this is tone-wise, production, lyrically, they just top them.
I've been waiting for a guy to
Yes,
come and
super
take me by the hand. Cause these sensations make me feel the pleasures of a normal man. These sensations spare the insults, leave them for another day. I've got the spirit, lose the feeling, take the shock away.
So many amazing bands came out of Manny.
Manchester.
Oh. You could just say that for England in general. All right, Chad, I got an interesting poll coming up for you.
It's getting faster, moving faster now, it's getting out of hand. On the 10th floor down the back stairs, into no man's land. Lights are flashing, cars are crashing, getting frequent now. I've got the spirit, lose the feeling, let it out somehow.
What's up, Rob? Oh, this melody is so good. And the tone. I don't know how to play guitar, but if I did, this is one of the first I'd love to learn, because it seems so difficult.
Nope.
What means to you, what means to me?
I think it's Joy Division is actually really good to learn on guitar. It's pretty easy.
What you knew, what you know,
Yeah, they had not been
That's how little I know.
they had not been playing instruments for a super long time. They
Sounds
made
like
it
it's
itself.
really massively complicated
It
right
just sounds like he's playing a lot of chords or strings really quickly on the same part. This sounds like
He's
that's
playing the same string.
Your sensation takes you
around.
further than you know.
I don't know. I'm a good guitar, bro. It seems so hard.
Your sensation takes you further than you know.
Debatable.
I love his lyrics.
But lose the feeling. I got the spirit, but lose the feeling.
It's super simple. I'm getting told so.
It's simple, but really well written. Big fan of the drum sound on this album as well. Need to bring that up. Oh, cool. Okay, cool. What is it? Is it too synthetic sounding at points for you?
No, it's just
All right.
a little dry.
That was Disorder. First song off of Unknown Pleasures. Noah, you already have your hand up, so without even asking, go for it.
Joy Division has a special place in my heart. Got into them when I was probably like 16.
A wee
Got
lad.
really into them. Got my first band tee with Joy Division because it's a sick ass album cover. This was probably the first song I heard by them. Absolute banger. Got a great groove, great bass line because Peter Hook played some really cool shit. He always played very high on the fretboard. I'm pretty sure just because he couldn't hear himself very well when he played the lower frequency shit. So he's just like, "Fuck you, I'm gonna play high up on it, and it's gonna
Fuck
sound
you, I'm
fucking
gonna play
awesome."
higher. Okay.
Yeah, I think a lot of the things I love about this is its simplicity. Some very nice guitar. I like the tones a lot on this album. I like the drums. I think they sound very good. They're very poppy. Not like the genre, but like they have a pop to them.
Right.
Lyrics, of course, very good. It's Ian Curtis. Vocals, I like him as a vocalist a lot, probably more than most people do. I think he's very good and fits their sound perfectly. I'd give the song right off the bat. I'm feeling a 9.
Woo! Okay. So I'll go next because I actually do have a question to sort of ask. Do people not like his sound vocally? Do people trash
he's not
it?
exactly the most skilled singer.
Okay. I mean, he does seem to sort of have a more monotone type of voice, but he uses it effectively, if that makes sense. Like, he has a strong monotone voice, if you get what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, well, I mean, I think this is a banger opener. This sort of, in my opinion, sets... I love openers that set the theme and the vibe of the rest of the album, and this does. If I remember this album correctly, this is one of my few albums on first listen to by a relatively obscure band, at the time at least, when I listened to it, that it just hit me right away, like, wow, this is a really different, good sounding album. And...
You did not like this when you first.
Did
You did not.
I
No.
remember
You're right.
you were really
you're right.
opposed to
You're
it.
right. You're right. I'm
You were
thinking of
making me
Velvet.
mad.
I'm thinking of Velvet Underground and Nico. You're right. You're right. You're
Don't
totally
bring
right.
up them.
I always flip these two around in my head. Which makes no sense. I know they don't sound alike or to look alike, but I do. You're right. First time I listened to this, I did not like it. Didn't quite get the whole direction this was going. Second time I listened to it, complete reversal. Much more into it, just completely changed my opinion. This is a tone setter for this album. I do enjoy the energy it brings, and I like the guitar tones quite a lot. Now, I've been told it's a very simple guitar tone, which I was unaware of, so in that
Simple
case...
guitar playing. Tone has nothing to do with playing.
Okay,
But
simple
that's
guitar,
fine.
the way to play it is very simple. It's not very difficult, but if you can make a simple guitar... or if you can take a simple way of playing it and make it sound great, that's even better because that's just easier to do.
Kurt Cobain. That's Kurt Cobain right there.
Okay.
That's true.
I'm gonna go 8 to an 8.5. Banger opener. Cool.
Yeah, great opener. Big fan. I would say the only real complaint I have is, I mean, production-wise, it's really good. Like, mixing-wise, it's pretty damn perfect. I don't love the sound of the drums. They sound a little flat to me, I suppose. But they don't sound terrible. They just like I think it's a little bit better. But beyond that, the production's great. Yeah, I love the atmosphere of the song. They pretty much, I mean, considering this is 1979, they're basically inventing what post-punk is really going to sound like in the future throughout all of the 80s. Because before this, it just didn't sound like this. But they're really like setting into motion what the sound of post-punk is going to be for the rest of time, I guess. I don't know. I didn't have a better phrase.
Okay.
But yeah, great song, super catchy. Lyrics are crazy dark.
Yeah.
Especially like the first few opening lines are just like, jeez. But they're effective, and I think they convey a lot of emotion. So good on you. Yeah, I'm gonna go a little higher than both of you. 9 to a 9.5.
9 to a
Big ups.
9.5. Wow.
Gigantic ups.
Okay, all right. Didn't think you were gonna go that high, but there it is. All right, his voice fits the vibe perfectly. 9 out of 10 song, easy peasy. Nice rating, Mox. Disorder's got to be one of the best album openers. All right. Peter Hook's bass riffs are banger after banger. What's up, TVR Mint Rodriguez. Welcome to the channel. I don't think I've seen you before. Everyone had this album cover on a t-shirt. I can't lie. It's a nice start to the album. Good groove, great bass line. Vocals are interesting. Not the biggest fan, though. 8 out of 10 from Hugo. As much as I want to call this album the best debut, there are fantastic ones like Velvet Underground, Nico, Quarter Crimson King, Our Experience, F Sharp, A Sharp. Yeah, you're right. There are some great ones too. Pretty heavy 80s sound. That's something I was going to say, is that this first song does have a much more 80s sound than a 70s sound. Granted, it's the last year the 70s came out, so sort of makes sense. All right. Up next, we have Day of the Lords.
Boy.
That is a crazy tone.
What a sound.
Oh.
The Star Wars movies super pony.
I'll rank
There's
them.
4 movies behind me. Actually, there's 5 movies behind me.
Rank them.
All 5? I
All
guess
5. Wait till the song's over. Wait till the song's over.
Yeah. You better wait for this one.
I've seen the nights filled with blood, sport, and pain, and the bodies untamed. The bodies untamed.
This is like borderline, like emo gothic for me.
It's you could say
Like gothic,
but not.
like just based on the sound.
I have a crazy singer comparison that you're gonna hate.
Oh boy! Don't say
You're
it.
gonna
No, here,
hate.
say it. Just say it.
I think he sounds a
Don't
little
say
like
it. Don't
David
say it.
Byrne right now.
You know,
Maybe on the overload, but outside of that, no.
The start of the song? Yeah, well, just this song right now. Where he says, especially where he says, "Where will it end?" He's got the same tone Byrne uses.
I mean, they're both kind of talk-singy, I guess.
The overload.
Distorted and thin. Where will it end?
Right here, sounds like Byrne.
Where will it end? Where will it end? Where will it end?
God, that is a sick bass line. Holy fuck. I don't remember hearing a bass line that loud in many different songs.
The bass is very prominent on this album.
Oh, you forgot to say hello? Well, you were here during Mogwai? Shout out to you, Rodriguez.
At the edge of the road, there's no
Thanks for coming, ATP. Appreciate it.
I guess you were right when we talked in the heat. There's no room for the weak, no room for the weak.
God, the lyrics. Holy shit.
Where will it end? Where
Happy
will it
guy.
end?
This guy definitely had a great relationship with his parents. Very sound fellow.
This guy definitely had a great relationship with himself.
Oh,
When will it
Shadow
end?
Song. We're reacting to it on your birthday? That's awesome. That is... This is the person
Happy
who paid
birthday.
For it.
Happy birthday. You want to hear some really sad, dark shit?
This is the room.
Yes, he does.
So much
Happy guy.
emotion. I don't care if you're like not a good singer if you can display a lot of emotion like this.
I actually agree with that, Noah.
Like, goddamn.
That bass. Oh.
And then the guitar is just, he is strumming it
Is
rather
that pick
quick.
okay?
He's going rather nuts on it.
What's up? I'm him. Great man.
I kind of want to go again first.
All right, but before we start, everyone, wish Shadow Song a happy birthday. She is the one who did actually pay for this album and request, and so complete coincidence we're doing this on his birthday, but that is awesome.
Her.
So, yeah, her birthday.
I thought you said his. Sorry.
No, we're complete coincidence we're doing it on our birthday, but happy birthday, Lisa Shadow Song. All right, Day of the
Happy
Lords.
birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday. Noah, you want to go again, so you're up.
Boy. The instrumental's so fucking good. The riff paired with the bass line, it's phenomenal. The lyrics are some of my favorites on the album. I big fan of the vocals as well, and them getting a lot more intense as the song progresses, expressing a lot of emotion, not very happy ones. Yeah, I love this song, and I'm kind of feeling a 9.5 to a 10. Yeah.
Breaking out a possible 10 on the second song. We like to see it. Cole, you're up. You had a face to that. Very emotive reaction.
Well, it's a great song. I don't know if I feel quite that strongly about it, but it is a great song. I'm a big fan. Boy, those are some lyrics. My goodness. Happy guy, just filled with joy and exuberance for life.
Where will it end?
I don't know. When will his ceaseless happiness end?
I don't know.
Yeah, great atmosphere, really heavy, big fan of that. And yeah, I mean it's almost like a minute and a half longer than the first one, but doesn't really feel like it. It's a pretty
It's true.
tight, almost 5 minutes. Yeah, they just do a great job with the pacing of this song and this whole album, really. I'll throw this one a 9.
Wow. You guys are going high to start. Okay. Yeah, I like this one a little bit better in the start. I thought the best thing about this was also, I agree with Noah, the instrumentals were fantastic. Specifically, the bass was incredible. Throughout the whole song, just so in your face, prominent, and just loud. You can hear it so well. The lyrics are dark, and that's going to be a theme throughout this album, from what I remember. And as someone who loves good lyrics, they are written exquisitely well. It's not going into as like it's reaching levels of like Nirvana darkness without going into the explicities that Kurt Cobain goes into, which is cool. It's cool to see that type of like same reach without being explicit, and you can see how somebody could be dark without being swearing and cursing and stuff. It's a very unique way of doing it. Two different styles trying to center around the same thing. Like that a lot. Why is it called the Overload, by the way? Just I've never heard it called that before. What's
Talking
that?
Heads?
No. Oh,
Is that one song?
Head song.
oh, you're saying this song sounds like the Overload.
Well, yeah, because
Okay.
the Overload was written to sound like Joy Division.
Got it. Okay. I like the hook probably the most here, the Where Will It End? He sounds fantastic on this as a singer. I'm going to agree with Cole and just say a 9. I think that's a really, really top tier song. All right, Chad, what are we thinking? Oh my God, the Joy Division movie is amazing. Yes, indeed. Happy birthday. Noah's speaking facts. Wow, Noah, they're agreeing with you today. First time for everything. Emotion over innate ability. Yeah, I actually do agree with that. If you can be emotional and you don't have an incredible singing voice, you can still push out. Oh, yeah, you got to rate your
He's
voice.
working on it. Yeah.
Snow is piled up 2 feet outside, so this is a great birthday. Well, I'm happy to hear that, Shadow. Congrats. This
God,
is
I
an
wish I
8.
had that.
I'm going to have that next week. This is an 8.5 out of 10. Noah-based raw Sigma. Okay, I think Noah got called based in Sigma in just a split second. Great song, great guitar and bass, really heavy atmosphere, and lyrics are really well written. 8.5 to 9. Finally getting to Joy Division. Indeed, Bucky. Indeed. Pyrography and Faith by The Cure would be sick. We do plan to do more Cure albums. That's true. We got a very heavy reaction from the Cure, so don't worry. Yeah, Ian Curtis is suffering with epilepsy, so he's in a bad place.
Yeah, he used to have to do this like crazy dance on stage,
Did
or
he?
else he would like completely start like seizing out. Yeah.
Oh wow. Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah, he was grooving on stage, but really it was like him fighting to not start like fucking seizing.
Oh, that's
He was
brutal.
Crazy.
All right, 5 big booms from Raw. Big fan. All right, Cole. Ranking time. Apparently, he was just talking about the Star Wars ones, so you only have to rank
Well,
those.
he's gonna get all 5.
You're getting all 5 of them anyway.
All right, 1 is Apocalypse Now. 2 is Empire Strikes Back. 3 is Jaws. 4 is A New Hope. 5 is Return of the Jedi.
That was...
As best to worst. Although none of them are bad, they're all great.
Good job.
We're not a movie review channel, even though maybe we'll do that on a second channel in the future, but I disagree
Those
with his
two.
rankings. All
I'm not
right.
partaking.
Up next, we have Candidate.
More banger bass incoming.
No, it not bad. Return of the Jedi overrated. Bucky.
A little.
Oh,
a
Bucky,
little.
you're killing me.
A little.
You got number 1 right.
No chocolate milk. Today we got lemonade or orange juice.
Last 2 times I went to get Taco Bell, they didn't have anything.
Oh my god. Hurting the stream. Really bad, Cole. Damn. Not a
Return
fan
of the Jedi. Oh my lord, Return of the
Save
Jedi
it,
is not the
save it.
second best of those 5 movies. Get out of here.
Oh, that drum fill was great.
Thank you, Hugo. And I'm allowed to talk to them if I feel so inclined, sir. We've all heard this before.
Okay.
Missing out on some good lyrics, so. Some politically
Dude, this
charged
bass.
lyric.
Please keep your distance. The trail is to here. There's blood on your finger. Blood on
Little
my
shit like that goes on in the background of the guitar. There's so much for the atmosphere.
I worked hard for this. I tried to get to you. You
That
treat
bass
me
riff is so good.
It's just second nature. It's what we've been shown. We're living by your rules. That's all that we know.
Not his best vocal performance so far.
Oh, you had a good melody on this one.
He's not showing as much
Star Wars takes
emotion.
are terrible. The melody is great.
Which Star Wars movie of the first 3 was the one with the Ewoks?
Return of the Jedi.
Okay, that's the worst one.
Yes, it is.
And then
That's why.
first one, which is the one where Luke has this little fight with Vader.
Empire.
Like this, yeah, that's number 1.
The
yeah.
first fight between them is an Empire.
Okay, yeah, then that's number 1.
That is number 1. That's true.
Yeah, and then I guess the other one's number 2.
Look at you, you nailed it.
What a horrible, horrible takes going on right now.
That's perfect.
All right, that was Candidate. I'd like to start because I was the only one to actually listen to a damn song.
I've heard the song like 200 times in my life.
Fucking times.
Just kidding. Chill out. I loved everything except his vocals on this. I thought his vocals fell a little flat. I liked the melody that he was singing them in, but there was, we just talked about in the previous song how the emotion that you present can often overtake the innate ability of a singer. So you can have an emotional song that sounds good even if you're not great at singing. Well, I didn't really feel that in this one. It just felt very monotone. He did try to get the melody in there to keep it more interesting to listen to, which it did, and it helped, but it certainly wasn't a great performance vocally. Now, you can disagree with that, that's fine, but I mean, compared to the first two songs, this one was a lower tier vocally. That being said, the bass was fantastic. Might have been the best bass riff so far. Guitar was a little... it was okay. Wasn't great. Didn't do a whole lot this song. I thought the drum fills were fantastic. The only other thing to talk about is the lyrics. They were great. Obviously a politically charged song, and you're going to have a lot of that with these 70s, 80s albums. But if you read the lyrics, they're pretty damn interesting to read. And they didn't go too in depth, but there's a lot of metaphorical behind the scenery type of stuff going on there. So... hard song to rate. A lot of ups, a lot of downs, a lot of good, a lot of bad. I would put it at a strong 7.5 to an 8.
Okay.
Noah.
I usually don't like politically charged songs lyrically, because usually I think they do too much, and they can be kind of cringe, or just come off kind of stupid. But I feel like on this one, they went into enough detail to where you know what's going on and can understand, but without really, I don't know, feel like it's pushing something onto you. And I think it's very good. Very good bass line.
Yes.
I don't know if it's my favorite so far, but it's very good. It definitely carries the song besides the vocals, which of course were also very good. Guitar. It's the first song on the album where they kind of use guitar more as an atmospheric tool than really what you typically use it for.
It certainly didn't have the presence it had previously.
I feel like it made its presence very known.
The bass did.
Being all eerie and coming in and out, making these creepy little off-putting noises.
Sure.
So I don't know if they are the ones who started that, but I know a lot of bands went on to go and do that after this, and I think it's very good. Yeah, that's also a 9.
Also a 9. Wow. All right, Cole.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with Noah
Yeah,
here.
I figured you might.
That was a 9 right there. Yeah,
Wow.
great atmosphere again. I thought his vocals were good. I didn't have any problem with them. I especially like the vocal melody on that one quite a bit. Yeah. Feeling a 9.
Okay, so let's see. What's up, James Diamond? Let's see what chat thought. Atmosphere in this album is so cool. It is a very cool atmosphere. It's very, very sort of verging on like it's. You know what it reminds me of the atmosphere, Cole? It reminds me of Blade Runner. Just the atmosphere it's type of creating. Very eerie, alter world type of atmosphere. Very dark, but not super like dead atmosphere. 8 from I'm Him, 7.5 to 8 from Mox, 8 from Cosmic, 8.5 from Bucky, 7.5 from Shadow Song. I guess if I had to pick the best vocals out of the first 3 songs, this would win. Wow, best. Okay. Good lyrics with instrumentals. Isn't as strong. Wow. Okay. 7.5 from Hugo. I completely would flip what you just said, Hugo. Instrumental, I thought was very strong. Vocals, on the other hand, were not great. So
Sucks I couldn't record this later. This album has such a perfect vibe for like late night listening.
Yeah, that would have been pretty cool as well. Bloody Hell Noah 0.0. What are you talking about?
He's doing a face.
Oh.
Come on.
Okay, got
you
it.
get goddamn unk.
Shut up. Didn't hear it 9.0. All right. Did we get all the Star Wars ratings? And Cole, what were you complaining about? What was the Star Wars rating or the movie ratings? Jaws is the best.
Super Pony Star Wars takes are trash.
Return of the Jedi second.
You can't
best
hold Ewoks against Return of the Jedi.
Gonna.
Why the fuck not? They're in the movie. They were put there for a reason. I mean, the reason was money. But
For the record, I would put it Return of the Jedi Return of the Jedi Empire New Hope. In my opinion.
Terrible
No,
ranking.
I think that's the better.
Absurd.
The atmosphere is so dingy and just fits the Manchester aesthetic they found within themselves. Dingy, whatever. Aesthetic they found themselves within. That could totally make sense. I totally get that. I don't know if I call Revival a political album or just whining and complaining in general. Okay. I don't
Good
know how
take, good
Revival
take.
got thrown into this, Hugo, but
Because
whatever.
I brought up like political albums, and then I'm pretty sure brought up Revival.
Mox,
So just-
I read that like
yeah.
a rating because everyone had put their ratings in. That's why I wasn't looking for it. I wasn't looking to read it as an emote. My fault.
Come on, old man.
Shut up. Insight up next. The start of like every song on this album has had this super lo-fi chill thing going on.
This guy's really happy. I'm one of these lyrics coming up. I lost the will to want more.
That's
Holy
crazy. You've
Oh my
lost the
God.
will to want.
Happy
Holy
guy.
shit.
That is an awfully hot coffee pot. These sound effects are kind of wild.
Guess your dreams always end. They don't rise up, just descend. But I don't care anymore. I've lost the will to want more.
Brutal.
Lord.
Brutal.
I'm not afraid, none at all. I watch them all as they fall. But I remember when we were young. Those with habits and ways, the sense of style and the taste of making sure you were right. Hey, don't you know you were right?
Don't you know you were right?
I'm not afraid anymore. I keep my eyes on the door.
I'm not afraid.
Oh. But the world beat of beans.
Right.
It's gassed up.
That's one of the worst lines in the history of music.
It's up there.
Oh, this laser effect was so cool. They trying to be craft work, but Crafty does it better. I don't think I've listened
Yeah.
to craft work.
Well, you should. Very good. I mean, I don't know if you'd like it, but I think it's very
You
good.
should listen. I don't know if you like it though.
Pretty important, I'd say, to music.
I love that little doo-doo.
A special moment in time.
It's such a cool fill.
Yeah, we wasted our time.
The drums don't really, like reverberate enough for you, Cole. Like, do they fade out? Like, the sound of the hits. Like, you know?
And all God's angels beware. And all you judges beware.
Let me just sound a little flat.
Sons of chance, take good care.
They sound like the drums on when the Court of the Crimson King. I don't love those drums either.
I'm not afraid anymore.
Okay, we can stop now.
I'm not afraid anymore.
Come
Sound a
on.
little flat. They don't have that punch to it.
I think they sound nice and snappy.
I'm not afraid anymore.
It's a bit of a dull sound. It's too airy.
That's a good word. I don't agree with you, but that's a good word.
I don't agree with you, but it's a good word. What a weird way of using a bass drum.
Oh boy, I said something negative about it. Court of the Crimson King.
I
I
mean, what
can't wait
version?
to do that album.
All right, that was Insight. Let's have Cole start.
I suppose this is probably my least favorite song on the album. So, I mean, it's definitely my least favorite so far. It's still good. It's got some cool, the laser stuff is cool, and it's got, a good atmosphere to it. The lyrics are good. It maintains that eerie, dark, heavy atmosphere that this thing does so well. Melodically, I don't think it's quite as good as the three before it, but it's still a good song, and I like it. I'll throw this one. I'll probably throw it an 8.
An 8. Okay. Noah?
I'll kind of just double down on what Coles has said, except I like it a little more.
Ooh.
8.5.
8.5. I like the effects the most here. I think the drum bass at the end is really cool. Bass drum, not drum bass. The bass drum is really cool at the end. I like how it sort of solos out there. I really like the effects, especially when they don't just have it as a fill and they have it going like as like its own little solo essentially. The lyrics are good. The rest of the instrumental is kind of boring though. There's not a whole lot that happens. There's no really guitar much going on. The drums are just there for a little like just their basic, riffing along. Outside of that, not a whole lot happening. I will give this a 7.5 to an 8 again because they've definitely done more stuff in their previous songs than they had in that one. That added some more things that made it more interesting essentially than that one. Although there were some cool things they did to add interest to it, like the sound effects. All right, Ceremony, best Joy Division / New Order song ever from Mox.
No.
Let's calm down now, Cole. What did you say?
I think
drums.
he's talking about when I said the drums on Court of the Crimson King. I'm not crazy about.
I'll say that
Go ahead.
Joy Division's best song, it is on their second album. It's just not that one.
7 out of 10 from Mox. 7. It's like whatever, but I'm never coming back to it from I'm Him. Definitely not bad, but not much. It does not have a whole lot of re-listenability. I'll agree with that. High School Computer Club in the 80s music 2.1 from James Diamond. You think this is being made in the High School Computer Club in the 80s, James? That's impressive. It's very
we need to get a psychiatric check on the computer clubs if they're writing lyrics like this.
Well, you lot are very generous for this album. I mean, these two gave it an 8, but I only gave it 7.5 to 8. It's not.
I love this album. It is connected to me. It is part of my
Great
lore.
album.
Doi doi. Good song. Big doi doi enjoyer. Pink Floyd did it better though. 8. Hell yeah.
Good take.
Shout a song 7.5. I guess I'm gonna have to be the voice of reason when you do. I don't even know what
Court
album.
of the Crimson King.
Court of the Crimson King. Thank you.
I love Court of the Crimson King. It's a masterpiece.
I thought it was fantastic on first listen. All right, up next.
Let's not start throwing that
New
word around.
Dawn Fades.
Okay, we're about to get into some hood classics here.
James Diamond, you gotta
Deep
enjoy
cut
the Discord, bro.
classics.
Some absolute first year learning guitar classics.
That bass is heavy.
And then
Grimy.
beautiful guitar part coming up.
Wow.
Lord.
Change of speed, a change of style, change of scene, with no regrets, a chance to watch, admire the distance, still occupied, though you forget, different colors, different shades, overreach, mistakes were made. I took the blame. Directionless, so plain to see. A loaded
That's such a bar.
That's a dark lyric.
That's such a bar.
A loaded gun won't set you free, so you say.
Ironic.
Wow.
That is a definition of irony.
Except, well, it'd be more ironic if that's how he did it.
Oh? I mean, it's still irony, but well, how'd he do it?
Hung himself.
Oh.
We'll share a drink and step outside. An angry voice and one who cried.
Man.
He's actually, this by far is his vocals.
Everything and more. This thing's too much. Can't take much more.
Jesus.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, Alex. Oh, that.
Hoping for something more. Seeing me this time. Hoping for something else.
My God. Fucking hell. I forgot how fucking good this song was. I call first. Whew. All right, that was New Dawn Fades. Wow. Oh, it has been a minute since I listened to this album, but boy, I had this song in a playlist that Cole would say I have too many in because damn straight it is. This is fantastic. From the riff to the instrumental to the drumming to the vocals to the lyrics. I mean, this hits every mark perfectly. I have zero issues with any decision they made on this song. I thought the vocals were his most emotional. I thought he sounded fantastic. I thought the melody was great. I thought the way he was singing them was passionate. You could hear that he was trying to really give some emotion to the lyrics that he was saying. The lyrics, even the foreshadowing is just, it's dark and it's grimy, but it's been this same way throughout this album. But this one feels a little different, like it hits a little harder. And that's probably because the instrumental is so well placed during the vocals as well and during the lyrics. And some of the bars are just like, damn. That's a way of thinking about that I never thought of. Like, golly.
Ian Curtis bars.
Yeah, just so good. A lot to think about. I could go on and on. I'll let these two continue what they like. This is a 10. Noah?
I'll go. Yeah, this is one of my favorite songs on the album. Probably the second best guitar performance on the album. A very good riff. Also very nice melodic playing during the verses. Bass is also killing it. Very thick. Lyrics are just wow. Some of my favorites on the album. Really dark. Really fucked up. But that's the whole album. Vocally, yeah, it's definitely one of his best vocal performances. Gets really into it, and I enjoy that. I would go 9.5.
9.5. Wow, I would love to know what's holding back the 10 there. I really would.
Hey Cole, can you guess what I'm gonna say? You've said this a few times. When something isn't a 10, and it's really close.
Doesn't feel
It
like
doesn't feel like a
Yep,
10?
doesn't feel like a 10.
That's what I was gonna guess you were gonna say, but I mean, okay, I don't get it. But go ahead, Cole.
Yeah, I'm pretty much copy and paste what Noah said, including his rating. I'm feeling
for the
a
love of
9.5. I mean,
God.
that's probably the best song so far on this album. Incredibly emotional and impactful vocal performance from our boy Ian on this one. Brutal, but I mean, it is just wow, goodness gracious, he was going through it. And then it resonates. You really feel it. You do.
You do.
It's alarming.
Completely agree.
Yeah, I mean, just the atmosphere and the heaviness really complements everything that they're doing really well. 9.5.
9.5. So are you gonna also say that the only reason you didn't give it a 10 is because it doesn't feel like a 10?
Mm-hmm.
That's the reason I would not give any song 9 out of 10. I mean, that's one of the reasons. That's one of the reasons why I would.
That felt like a 10. 100%. Okay. All right, maybe that bar alone is more than a teaspoon. Gosh, so the song Floating in Space with Cosmic once again. 9.5 out of 10. Certified classic, on par, if not better than Disorder from Mox. 9.5 Hood classic from Bucky. It was great. 9 from I'm Him. The song was okay, but it was no Temporary Secretary from Super Pony. Boy, a Temporary Secretary reference.
That and Wonderful Christmas Time.
Wow.
Boy,
Secretary.
terrible songs. Temporary.
Secretary.
God, I fucking hate that song.
Definite both vocal performance on the album, beautiful guitar all the way around, and 9 to a 9.5 from Hugo. 11 from Cosmic, definitely a 10, so sad but just so good from Shadow. Gotta save the 10 for She's Lost Control. All right, Mox, fair enough. Peak incoming. Well, we're on She's Lost Control, Mox, so let's see if you give this one a 10 as well. I assume
best
you
bass
will.
line on the album.
Up next, She's Lost Control.
Easily the best bass line.
How many more we got? 4 more.
37.
Got it.
It is high upon that neck. He's playing like the 19th fret on the bass.
She's lost control, and she's clinging to the nearest passerby. She's lost control, and she gave away the secrets of her past and said, "I've lost control again." And the voice that told her when and where
Talking
to why,
Heads
she
got
said,
so
"I've lost
influenced by this
control
band.
again."
Holy Lord.
God, the story behind the lyrics of this song, Lord.
You have to tell us after.
I will. I'll look it up just for you, just to make sure I get it
And she
right.
turned around and took me by the hand and said, "I've lost control again." And how I'll never know just why or understand. She said, "I've lost control again."
This melody kicks
She
ass.
screamed out, kicking on his side, and said, "I've lost control again." And seized upon the floor, I thought she died. She said, "I've lost control."
And I feel bad, Mr.
She's lost
Curtis.
control again.
Yeah.
She's lost control.
This song's a bit of an epileptic anthem.
She's lost control.
Oh, yeah. Fuck, that's so good. The only thing I'm a little surprised about with this song is that's not getting more reverb on it. It just cuts off immediately on every hit.
Crazy to think these fellas had only been playing instruments for a handful of years and started writing shit like this. That's crazy.
And she showed up all the errors and mistakes and said,
the chat thinks it's the greatest debut album of all time.
I get it. Not a bad pick.
Oh, that climb. You're very cold.
You can keep laughing, buddy. I'm gonna tell the story about the song when it's over.
Ooh. Wow. Okay. She's lost control. Cole, what the hell is tickling your pickle right now?
It's really stupid.
All right, we'll come back to you then. Noah, go for it.
Okay, so first off, the song. Ian Curtis used to work at a rehabilitation center.
Okay.
Helping people get jobs, and one of his clients was a girl with epilepsy, like him. And at one point, I guess he noticed that she wasn't coming in anymore. And he discovered that she had a fucking epileptic fit in her sleep and died.
Ooh.
So, once again, very happy song about happy things.
Yeah, wait. Okay, so that's pretty wild because, like, I'll let you continue with the ranking first. I'll go afterwards. Go ahead.
Amazing bass line. I'd probably give that like a top 50 bass line all time. That is amazing. Very well written. Lyrics are fucking nuts. Especially since it's all based off real shit. Big fan of the guitar work, especially the little ascending climbs that would go on during the song. Vocally, it's solid. It's not one of his best performances on the album, but it's still good. It falls in the New Dawn Fades category of just doesn't feel like a 10.
Just
I'll go
doesn't feel
9.5.
like a 10 again. Okay. So one thing I was going to say is for such a dark lyric, it's got a happy underlying instrumental. I got energy from that. I don't get a very dark, it's not a dark vibe or atmosphere they're creating. It's an energetic / maybe happy atmosphere, I guess you could say, if you could word it that way. So crazy contrast between that and the lyrics. Pretty cool. I like that difference. Yeah, wild lyrics. Didn't know the story about that. That's pretty insane. But to write an entire song about that is even crazier. So great choice or interesting choice there from Mr. Curtis. Wild lyrics when you actually read them and see what he's saying based upon that. I just wanted to say the best thing about this was the melody. I thought the melody was fantastic. I absolutely loved how he sang along to the instrumental. Just a perfect progression up every single time he would go, she lost control again, and then with it back through it every single time. Love the guitar climbing up. I don't know what the progression of the guitar or whatever you call that when it goes from a lower scale to a higher really quick. Love that. 9.5 to a 10. Very, very, very close to a 10. Very cool. What the hell were you laughing at?
It's some stupid shit I saw. It had nothing to do with it. So.
Okay.
I guess I'm not quite as high on this one as y'all are, but I still did think it was a really good song. I don't know why I don't know why everybody's like calling this one like, oh, it's a 10 or a 9.5. I'm like, it's like an 8.5. It was good.
Wow.
I mean, the bass line is great. I guess melodically I'm not as high on it as some of y'all
Clearly.
are. But yeah, it's still really good. I enjoyed it quite a bit. 8.5.
8.5.
Come on,
wow. Wow.
I'm sorry.
Lower.
I'm sorry.
Like it more.
I'll try.
All right. The story behind it makes it so much more impactful. Hey, I agree. That's pretty cool to know. I did not know that. I used to think the bass was a guitar when I was a kiddie. Epileptic anthem is. Yeah, that's a pretty wild statement. Revolutionary bass line pain paired with a sprain can percussion. Is that a thing that I'm not aware of?
I don't know. I'm not a drummer, man.
Sounds so fresh even today. Also, guitars bang. 10 out of 10 from Bucky. Melody is iconic. I agree. 10 out of 10 from Moxie. 8 from I'm Him. Very, very interesting take so far. 9 out of 10 from Cosmic. Lyrics are some of the best on the album. Bassline is great, but I don't know about top 50 all the time. 8 to an 8.5 from Hugo.
I
though.
do. It's okay.
I used to work at a group home with people who have mental, physical debility. My favorite patient as teacher. I dedicate this to my sweet Roxanne. 10 out of 10 from Shadow Song. I agree with Cole. It's not Stairway to Heaven or something. Okay, well, once you hit 10, there are divisions of 10, okay? Not every 10 is equal. So calm down. Sometimes things feel like a 10, and then they're not nearly as good as something as like Stairway to Heaven or Lose Yourself or something like that. So there's divisions. There's tiers of 10. All right.
Yeah, and we actively went down to a division as you kept naming songs.
Absolutely retarded. All right, up next, Shadowplay.
We're not on a generational instrumental run right now.
I love.
About to go through an absolute peak instrumental.
Yes, I did say Lose Yourself.
To the center of the city where a road's being waiting for you. To the depths of the ocean where a road sings searching for you. I was moving through the silence without motion, waiting for you.
We got some takes in the chat.
Wow, you are so wrong on him. That's your worst opinion I've ever seen.
Are we really talking during Shadowplay guitar?
Yeah.
Hold down. Ooh, banger.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that part's so goofy. I love it.
In the shadow play, acting out your own death, knowing no more. There's the assassin's old group, 10 more lines dancing on the floor. And with cold steel loaded around their bodies, made a move to command. I can understand this belief is a cloud to land.
This drum room sounds like down on the street on the
I
Stevens.
did everything I wanted to.
Damn,
I
this song
let
is
them
good.
use you.
Yeah.
But their own ends to the center of the city in the night, waiting for you. To the center of the city in the night, waiting for you.
Getting a little industrial in the background.
God. Not many guitar solos on this album, but when they do one, it's pretty fucking sick.
I wanted that to keep going.
Wow. All right, that was Shadowplay. Cole, you look like you have
Some-
an opinion right off the
Something
bat.
so
Tom.
funny about that title.
Yeah,
I don't know why.
All right,
That's
Cole.
a
you're
cool
up.
title.
Wow. Usually when I listen to this album, I feel like, I don't know. I feel like I only really am that super into like the beginning and ending of this album, but this song really stood out to me in this listen. I don't know, maybe I just hadn't paid that much attention to it before, even though I've heard this album like probably upwards of 10 times at this point.
Wow.
I don't know what my problem was. This song is fantastic.
I don't know why I suck. This song is great.
I don't know what my deal was. I don't know why I was zoning out around here. Yeah, I mean, this is like contending for like best song of the album now after I really
Wow.
focused on it more. That was
Are we
great.
dropping it?
I
Are we
mean-
dropping a double digiter?
I don't know about that.
Okay.
Let's get your hopes up. But yeah, I mean the rhythm section, like the drum and the bass groove was
Yeah.
fantastic. I mean the drum groove was amazing. I thought that was tremendous. And probably the best guitar work of any song on this album so far. And that solo was great. And his vocal performance was damn good too. That was a hood classic right there. That was
Certified?
I'm gonna throw that a 9.5.
9.5, but not cracking the 10. Noah, you look ready to go.
Good, amazing take, Cole. Amazing take, guitar savant, Cole. This is the best guitar song on the album. They gave him a chance to let loose with a solo, took it, fucking ran with it. Lyrics, I think they're a tiny little bit weaker than the rest of the album, but still really good. Great vocal performance, but it's really the guitar that makes the song for me. He is just chunking away with the riffs, and just they go really hard on the reverb, which
Yep.
I'm all for. I mean, y'all don't fuck with Shadowplay like I do. I've been a Shadowplay enjoyer.
I done been
You're,
one, bro.
you're just joining the club. Well, I'm the fucking founder. Yeah, that's a 10.
Gatekeeping.
Gatekeeping a song that came out like
pretentious.
25 years before I
So-
existed.
I done been on this train. Yo, I was morphed by it. What's the
It might be a 10. I feel like it was. I wish it was a little longer. Honestly, if I had a complaint about it, I wish it was a little longer. I was
That's fair.
vibing.
I
I
guess
was feeling it.
could have had a longer solo.
I think
got
I'm gonna.
obliged.
I think I'm definitely more on Cole's side. I guess I hadn't paid enough attention to this previously. It was definitely banging. Love the solo. Fucking love the solo. I don't remember if there's another solo on this album, but this one was the best that I've heard. The riff is incredible. Love the way he's singing. The melody, especially where he comes in and just gives it more energy on that last push every single time. Great choice. Yeah, I'm gonna agree with Noah here and say that's a 10. I'm gonna follow through. Cole, what's the line from Bane where he says, "You were just molded by the darkness," or "I was molded by the darkness. I was born into it."
You merely adopted the dark. I was born in it.
We
molded
merely
by it.
adopted Shadowplay. Noah was born into Shadowplay, molded by Shadowplay.
Molded by Shadowplay. That sounds so weird.
All right, chat. We have Mox with an 11 out of 10. This song is first video I made for my channel. That's awesome. Let's see. Cosmic with an 11 because Noah got into it so much. It's okay, Cole.
Fair
Not
enough.
everyone can be correct 100% of the time.
Right.
Not a single 10
Well, they
from Cole is mental.
obviously, the members of the band before this listen went in and changed something about Shadowplay.
Oh.
And then it clearly stood out to me more.
Revived
because-
Ian Curtis, too.
Well, I'm not saying they revived Ian Curtis, but they obviously went in and changed the song and made it better. And so
Totally.
that when I heard it this time, I recognized all the changes. It was like, wow, great improvement, guys. Well done. Thank you,
Page
Joy
out of
Division.
Kanye's book.
Thank you, Joy
Went in.
Division. Very cool.
I kind of in
That's
agreement with
clearly what
Cole. I feel like a full list and everything by this point kind of blend together. Feeling a 9 though from Hugo, 8.5 from I'm Him. Shadow gives it a 10, no question. Noah been spitting so much facts on this album. He got the right to be pretentious. Wow.
What I do.
Wow.
Not
Noah,
the pretentious part.
Noah getting rode this album. First time for everything.
Wow.
All right, up next, Wilderness.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Again, we're grooving.
I traveled far and wide through many different times. What did you see there? I saw the saints with their toys. What did you see there? I saw our knowledge destroyed. I traveled far and wide through many different times. I traveled far and wide through prisons of the cross. What did you see there? The power and glory of sin. What did you see there? The blood of Christ on their skins. I traveled far and wide through many different times.
Great bass. I love how prominent the bass has been on this album. I really do. You rarely hear that from an album.
I traveled far and wide, unknown monsters died. What did you see there? I saw the one-sided trials. What did you see there? I saw the tears as they cried. They had tears in their eyes, tears in their eyes, tears in their eyes, tears in their eyes.
He really loves to add emphasis on the last couple lines of every song. He really likes to go out with a bang. Vocally.
Does.
You alright? Oh my
Ah.
I
god.
can go. I
didn't even realize what I
said.
said. Alright, Cole, you're up.
Let me say this about Wilderness. All of the parts of this are good, but there is something about this song that does feel a bit underwritten, maybe. I feel like the vocal melody and instrumental didn't line up super well, or as well as a lot of the songs on here have.
Mm-hmm.
I think the lyrics are super interesting. Like some of the most interesting lyrics on this album. I'm not really sure why that is, but I stand by that. Yeah, all the elements here are good. There's something about how this is structured that just feels a little odd, maybe a little off. And it does feel a little underwritten. I mean, it's only 2.5 minutes, and it feels a little shorter than maybe it should have been. So I suppose this is probably what I would say is the weakest song on the album, but it's still good. I still like it. But yeah, just not as... Although lyrically it's one of the best, in my opinion. I'll throw this one at 8.
8. So I kind of agree with you. I think the I get what you're saying about the instrumental and the vocal melody is not really lining up as much on this song. I kind of understand that. I like the way he was just sort of like keeping the same sort of melody throughout the song, even through the hook, and then at the very end he lifted the last 3 lines to be much more emboldened, much more passionate singing at the very end. He's done that a couple times this album, and I think that's kind of a cool, unique way of doing it. One problem I have with it is it's a little short. It's only two and a half minutes. Yeah, 2.5 minutes long. A little short. probably could have used another verse, and probably could have let the guitars go off a bit more on this song, because the bass was going pretty hard. The drums and the guitars weren't doing a whole ton of work here. That's kind of been a not common, but it's kind of happened in a couple different songs where the guitars and maybe not the drums, but the guitar really hasn't been a huge prominent feature. The bass guitar in here on this album has been a prominent feature on almost every song, which is great because you don't really see that often. But they definitely could have let the guitars go a little bit harder on this song, or at least the drums. I'll go 7 to a 7.5. No.
Come on, boys. Come on.
Oh boy, big Wilderness fan here.
It's one of the best grooves on the album.
It's just short though. It's groovy, but it's short.
It's a good groove.
And some of the best lyrics.
I think the lyrics are great.
A very good vocal performance. It was one of the better ones on the album, in my opinion. Tones are good. The guitar, I mean, it's Wood Vision is never really going to be a very often thing where it's the main moving force. So I don't know. I never really had any complaints with the way they use guitar. I think they use it very good, very tasteful.
Tasteful.
You guys, I think you guys are being a little bit, a couple haters right now.
Okay.
I'm feeling another 9 here.
Wow. I mean, you said the guitar is tasteful. There's not a whole lot of it. It's not doing a whole lot. It's just kind of strumming.
What?
It's just strumming.
You don't remember the part where the guitar came in? I can't do it, but
Oh, sure.
I can't vocalize it. But
like 3 seconds, 4 seconds, mayy? Didn't do a whole lot outside of that.
Spurts. I think it's very tasteful, and I think that the guitar just playing along with the bass part was good. To me, it enhanced the groove.
Yes and no. I kind of agree, but I also think that they could have used it a bit more on this album. Just in different areas. They do have a solo here and there, but for the most part, it's kind of lacking a bit of the guitar. All right, chat. Bucky gives it 8.5. I'm Him gives it a 9. They did Blue Monday. Yes, they did. I think The Perfect Kiss is the best New Order song. Either that or Age of Consent. Agree with almost everything Cole said besides the lyrics. I guess 7.5. Cosmic gives it an 8. This is my favorite. It's still decent. Mock 7 out of 10. Shadow gives it a 9. Feel like a bit of a botched job. Wow, okay, I don't know about that. Definitely don't think it was botched. All right, up next we have Interzone. Everything is different. New mics, new setups, new camera angles. Where am I? Yeah, Nathan, where?
It's a bit of a baby boy for me right here.
What a tone.
Now we're using a guitar.
He sounds very different on the song compared to the rest. Higher pitch.
It definitely does. That duality of the higher pitched vocal on the verse with the little backup thing being lower is cool. Oh yeah.
Windows 10 in a row. The lights shine like a neon show.
A cool little fade out there. All right, that was Interzone. I'm gonna go ahead here. Sure.
Well, wait.
You wanna?
I think Cole should take the wheel.
Cole. All right, Cole.
He said something about it being his baby boy.
Oh, that's true. You did. I forgot.
It's
All
a
right, Cole.
little bit of a baby boy for me right here. I'm a big fan of Interzone. First of all, sick title. Love it. Don't even really know what that means, but it's an awesome word. This is like this is definitely the most punk song on this album, easily. I love the energy of this song. I love the instrumental. I love the guitar riff. I love the drum groove, the bass. I love his vocal performance. I love how he wrote it with the back and forth lyricism with himself. I think that's super cool. I think this is like one of the most fun instrumentals on this album. I wish it was longer because it's such a great sound that they're in, and they're doing punk music really well. Yeah. I don't really know how other people feel about this song, but I love it. I think this song is great. I'm giving it a 9.
Wow. Okay. This, I mean, in reference to what you were saying about punk, this does sort of sound a bit like The Clash in a way. I think the guitar being a lot more prevalent on this song is a big boost to it, because as I was just complaining about Wilderness, how the guitar didn't feel like, you know, it was doing very much, and a couple other songs like that, but the guitar is prevalent on this one. You can hear it from the get-go. It comes in with a fiery riff, and I like the energy it brings. The lyrics are good. I think the vocals are a little lower in quality than some of the other songs. The contrast between the higher pitched and a lower pitched on the I forget the term right now. When you just have a background thing right after the main line is played, and I can't remember the term right now, but the contrast between the lower pitch and the higher pitch vocals is cool. I like what they did with that. There wasn't really a melody per se vocally here, but it did keep a strong pace to it. Short song, even shorter than Wilderness, only about 2:15 or so, 2:16. But you know, this one felt like it didn't need to be longer. This one felt like it was just a quick little pop right out you, high energy, intense song from the start. Didn't have to do a whole lot else. So I'll give it credit. Sometimes songs don't have to be super long if they bring a lot of burst of energy and then they just shut themselves off real quick. Like that, I'll give it an 8. Yeah, just give it a solid 8. Noah.
Yeah, I'm definitely leaning closer to Cole on this one. Big fan of the up in the I guess I'll just say up in the BPM.
Up in the BPM.
Getting a lot quicker. Tone-wise, it's definitely one of the better tones on the album, especially for like just the rhythm guitar. Very good riff. I'm a big fan of his vocal performance. It was a little higher pitched, and I think that was intentional for that, you know, his main vocal line to be higher pitched, to make the secondary lines that would follow afterwards, which were like a lot lower pitched, to make them like really contrast. So I think it was definitely a intentional decision, and I like it a lot. Yep. I do wish the song was like another minute longer.
You do?
I'm cool. Yeah, but I'm cool with it just being a 2-minute burst of energy out of nowhere.
It's very punk-esque.
This is indeed a 9.5.
Wow. Banger. Wow. Okay. All right. I think, you know, if you're going to have a punk type song where just kind of like a high burst of energy real quick and you just have like everyone popping off for like 2.5 minutes or so, that's fine. Doesn't always have to be a 4.5 minute song, 5 minutes, whatever. All right. 8.5 from I'm Him. I wish it was longer too. Okay. I'm seeing some people agree with you guys. They want it a little longer. 9 from Cosmic. Cole has said the word love lots for it. All right. Love the groove on this song. Maybe the best guitar on the album. Probably agree with you, Hugo, on that. Except the solo was better. Solo guitar sound was better. 8.5 to 9. Second place at High School Talent Show. 2.2 from James Diamond. We always love a James Diamond rating. Oh wait, meant 11. Darn it. Okay, Cosmic. 9.5 for Shadow Song, only because it's too short. Short and sweet, high energy, classic punk. 8.5 from Nathan. All right, on to I Remember Nothing.
The final song.
Oh, last song. All right, Joy Division, end this with a banger. Maybe not a banger, but at least a good song. Wow. Okay.
We
I
are
do
about
not
to get
remember
real
this song.
atmospheric.
Holy.
With the glass.
Ooh. What the hell is that instrument they're using right there?
There's a bass.
There's a glass.
There's the glass.
We're strangers.
Wow. Oh, Jonathan, don't worry, bro. You can catch the VOD after.
We're strangers. Away too long. Away too long. We're strangers.
Threw violin in the background just before Strangers.
Yet we call the time.
Didn't love that vocal.
We just pass the time.
Nathan said this is a precursor to Nick Cave and Swans, and I see it.
Just a little boy.
I could see Swans taking a lot from this.
Vocally, definitely.
Instrumentally, everything.
We stare from each side.
Insert the fucking laugh track here.
We were strangers. Away too long. Violent, more violent, his hand cracks the chair.
Now I want Michael Gira to cover a Joy Division song.
Moves on reaction, then slumps in despair.
So much glass.
Trapped in a cage and surrendered too soon. Me in my own world. One that you
The vocal choices on this song are crazy.
So out there.
were strangers. We were strangers. Way too long. Way too long.
To you, that's what Talking Heads tried to do with Overload.
Sounds a lot like
Very
Overload.
similar, you're right.
Overload, but better. How can you not hear that glass breaking and not be a big fan? need to know if that's like a whip or something.
I
They
wonder if
they
just
mic'd up like a whip
metal
crack.
pipes and just dropped or threw them on the floor.
Whatever it is, big fan.
That's definitely a metal pipe for sure.
Sounded like a door.
I need to call in my metal pipe guy and see what that is.
You get a PVC pipe guy.
my PVC pipe guy. What? You butchered the PVC pipe.
I said PCP pipe for a reason.
Am I in the lack of knowledge here?
I think so. All right, that was I Remember Nothing. Cole, you want to go first?
Okay. Bad time. Wow. Just desolate.
Desolate.
Ominous.
Ominous.
Eerie. Monolithic. Dark.
How many
Heavy.
adjectives can you find?
You're sounding like
We'll see.
you sound like a
Goddamn
pitchfork writer.
dictionary.
I mean, yeah, that's one of the most ominous songs on this. That's probably the most ominous song on this album. Goodness, big fan of the word ominous.
Keep it going. Let's keep it rolling.
I mean, yeah, I love how everything is just so spaced out.
Yeah.
He really goes for some vocal moments here, and I think he pulls them off pretty well. For as spaced out as this all is, it's still got a great groove, and it's still got a good melody. It's still catchy. This is like maybe the most post-punk song on this album. Yeah, super heavy. I enjoy it quite a bit. I'm feeling a 9 to a 9.5.
Woo. Noah.
Yeah, they get real experimental on this one.
They do.
Just thinking of all the weird shit they can put in it and make it still work. All the little sound effects that I'm sure they made. I'm sure they like mic'd up a wall and threw a fucking glass at it. And it sounds cool. It builds a very eerie atmosphere. Especially the vocals as well. They're very, I don't know, there's something about them that is different from the rest of the album, and I don't know, just gives off a very different mood, a little creepy. Bass did a lot of the heavy lifting instrumentally, which I'm fine with, because Peter Hook, very good bass player.
Clearly.
Yeah, he showed it across the whole fucking album, man.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm in Cole's camp on this one.
Ooh.
I'm also, once again, 9.5.
9.5. I like a lot of parts of this. I'm not a huge punk fan. I know this is technically post-punk, so it's a little different. Not the biggest punk fan on the planet, though. I do like some songs. This one I liked a lot, mainly because of what you said, Noah, the bass line. That has been so featured on this album. Probably the most featured bass I've ever heard on an album before. Just going absolutely nuts on every single song, and loud and big and making itself completely known. So shout out to Mr. Hook for this entire album, because he fucking killed this shit. I thought the vocals were very perfect for the style of song they were doing. That being said, I wasn't a huge fan of how he sang some of the lines. It did give a little rough to the edge a bit on it, a little on the lower end of his vocal range, and not my favorite sounding performances of him throughout this album. I think he's had a lot better. That being said, it fit the theme. Very dark, industrial, wasteland type of atmosphere they're going for here. I mean, we could hear the sound effects. Noah mentioned them, like just throwing shit against the wall, breaking glass, random metal noises that happen. It's very industrial. Cole probably loves that shit. He's all into industrial rock, so this is right up his alley. This is why he probably gave it a 9 to a 9.5. The thing I don't really love about it is there didn't really seem to be a continuing melody at any point for him to sing wise. And I don't know, the vibe of the song just is not my style. I guess I'm not a huge post-punk fan. Maybe it's the more industrial side of it that I really didn't enjoy. I've never been an industrial rock fan. Anyone who knows been here for a while knows I'm not a huge noise rock, industrial rock fan, so that really didn't, or post rock for that matter, that really didn't do a whole lot for me. That being said, I like the majority of the sound of this. I'm gonna get hate for this, but a 7.5 to an 8. Sorry. I'm sorry. It's just not my thing. It's just not my style. I liked it. It's just not. I don't like it. I don't think it's great or amazing like you guys do. Pardon my French, I guess. All right, chat. Me too used to love Breaking Glass. 9.5. It's not Stairway to Heaven. That's how I say it. It doesn't feel like a 10. If it's not Stairway, it's not a 10. Okay, I'm very interesting.
I think that's a. I mean, yeah, 10's a high standard, but that's
It's a really
a
high
little
standard.
too high.
Devo stole the whip from this song. Wild. 11 for sure on this one for the glass, and of course the whip it real good. No one needs to do more drugs. Well, no, you've been giving me approval.
I saw that. I thought that was a really funny comment.
I like it. It's not Sarah. Real Fantano review going on here. I think he was talking about you, Cole, with your 18 adjectives you found.
That was very Fantano-esque.
That was. You gave it an 11, Pixie.
Sorry.
Easy.
Yeah.
Easy 10 from Pedro, 9 from Nathan, 8.5. Thank you for listening to my review of We. Thank you, Hugo. Appreciate it. All right. Throw this up real quick. It's final rankings time, everybody. That was the album Unknown Pleasures by Joy Division. If you've never been here before, if you're a Joy Division viewer, or if you're just brand new in general, what we do on final rankings, we rank our top 3 of the album. In order, we put an album in 1 to 10 ranking as a whole, and then we give our final thoughts on the album. Noah, I have written your name down by default. I don't know why, but there it is. You're up.
All right. We will go New Dawn Fades at 3, Day of the Lords at 2, and Shadowplay at 1.
Wow.
Big fan of this album. Incredibly consistent. Great lyrics if you're into that dark fucked up shit.
Sure.
Great bass playing. I think they do a very good job creating bleak atmospheres across the whole album. They definitely got their point across musically. This is one of the 29 albums that I've heard so far that I think is a 10.
Wow. Okay. I honestly didn't think you were going to give it a 10. You only gave 2, I believe. No, you only gave one 10.
I'm not going
Wow.
off... It's off the listening experience as well.
I understand. I get that. Wow, just a little surprised. All right, I'm going to go last. I'm going to have Cole go next.
Alrighty, top 3 on this album. Number 3. Oof. Number 3, I might go Disorder. Number 2, I think I'll go New Dawn Fades, and number 1, I think I'll go Shadowplay.
Okay.
Overall, great fucking post-punk album. Really set the standard for what a post-punk album is and what it, should sound like, really. Borderline invented the sound of post-punk. I mean, it technically existed before this, but it wasn't this set in stone yet.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, the atmosphere is what really sells this album for me. The kind of dark heaviness of it is really palpable. His emotions come off in his vocals really powerfully, and I think lyrically, it's pretty fucking brilliant. The instrumentals are always really solid. The bass lines are great. The drum grooves are really good. I wouldn't say it's the most wonderfully produced album of all time in terms of really just like the drum tone. I'm still not crazy about it, but it's not terrible. And I appreciate that the mixing is as good as it is. Overall, I'm feeling a 9 to a 9.5 on Unknown Pleasures.
Okay. All right, my final rankings. So I just was going through this. I'm going to put 3, She's Lost Control, 2, Shadowplay, and 1 is New Dawn Fades. So definitely flipped your guys around a bit there. Yeah, like I said when I first started this album, the first time I ever listened to it, I was not a fan. I didn't get it. I didn't get the post-punk atmosphere. I didn't get the punk atmosphere. I didn't get the weird monotone singing. None of it made sense to me. I had to re-listen to this to completely flip my opinion on it because it really just flew over my head the first time. And that happens, that can definitely happen as you listen to an album. Sometimes you listen to it in a wrong mood, something new, something experimental, something you haven't heard before, and it hits you at the wrong time. Well, that was the first time. Ever since then, I have completely changed it. It is a totally new opinion, and it's only gone up. This listen, definitely the highest ratings I've given some of these songs. I really do enjoy majority of what is happening here, especially songs like Shadowplay, She's Lost Control, New Dawn Fades, Day of the Lords is great. I really like the atmosphere they create. I love that the bass is so prominent. The bass guitar is so prominent on this album. That's really cool to see. Some things I really didn't like were some of the vocals at some points still aren't amazing to me. I do think it's sounding better as I listen, but the vocal melodies are still just a little not cutting it. The lyrics are fantastic throughout this album. I love the dark without being explicit. I love how moody it is without being emo and goth and stuff like that. It's really cool. It doesn't feel like they're faking it. It feels like he's being genuine with his emotions there, which is awesome. Love to see that. So overall, hard to rate. I'm gonna give this album, I think, a solid 9. I think a 9 is a very fair rating. I think Noah, I mean, the last time I rated this, I gave it an 8, so it's jumped up a whole point since then. Maybe the next time I listen to it, it'll be a 10. I don't know. I'm probably have to wait a little bit to listen to it again, but Noah with a 10, Cole with a 9 to a 9.5. I'm at a 9. I mean, that's a progressive scale upwards. And what's funny? I thought Cole would give this a higher rating. I thought Cole would give this a 10 because of the industrial sound it has on a lot of different songs. I know you're a big fan of that, but it's mainly, then I thought about it's mainly just the last song that has that type of sound to it. So, all right. That was our review of Unknown Pleasures by Joy Division. Thank you so much to Shadow Song for requesting it and for the paid request. And for those of you who want to do paid requests, links are to contact us about it are in the description of all our live streams and all our videos. Feel free to contact. You can also do it on Discord. You can DM us, whatever you would like, and we will negotiate and figure out if we want to do your request. So, anything else you guys want to say, boys? No? Nothing? Just silent.
Cool album.
Look at the cool album. It was a cool album.
10. Perfect.
10. Perfect album. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, remember to leave a like down below and hit subscribe. Also, join our Discord. Link to the Discord in the description below. We have a ton of people who are joining us with fire music opinions. Drop your rankings in there, drop your hot takes, drop whatever you feel like it. We also have a sharing channel. You can share art or music or what.
Drop whatever you feel like, as long as it follows the rules.
That's true. There's a rules channel. Make sure you follow the rules. I should have good point. But there's an art channel. You can drop your music, whatever you want in there. You can drop whatever you feel like art-wise in there. And yeah, hopefully you guys will join the Discord. We have a lot. We have some events that we're trying to plan out and figure out when we can do them, and hopefully we'll get more people in there. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoy. Hit subscribe down below. We also do all these live, so hit the bell to get notified when we go live, and we'll see you guys in the next video. All right, chat, let's see. What do we think? It's unique bed placement, diagonal, only Ryan.
Yeah,
thank you, Nathan.
I didn't realize that. What the fuck is that? Diagonal bed?
I used to have it going horizontal, sideways like that, but I kept bumping the wall, so I was like, all right, this is annoying. So I just diagonaled it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that is a kitty. She likes to hop on my lap all the time. All right, Hugo. 1, New Dawn Fades. 2, Shadow Song. Is it Shadow Song or Shadowplay? Shadowplay.
Shadowplay.
And 3, Interzone. This album grew a little bit on me. I gotta say, still not a massive fan of their sound though. I'm upgrading this from 8 to 8.5 to a solid 8.5. Well, congratulations, you. It's about on par with the Bends for me now. Wow, Cole. The Bends.
That hurts.
Unknown Pleasures. Same ranking now. Interesting. Interesting.
That's upsetting.
Anyone like Tori Amos? Be honest. I don't know who Tori Amos is, so I cannot comment.
Good question, Nathan.
Why are you bumping the wall? I meant that little thing right there, that small strip of, I don't even know what that thing, that little, what the hell is that thing called? What's that? What would you call that? A bench? Not a bench, a thing on the wall.
little thing on the wall that you can put stuff on.
Yeah.
You know, I've done this before too. Where I just completely forget what that's
I
called.
can't remember what the hell that thing is called.
Like a stand? I don't know.
A drawer, not a drawer.
Wall mount.
Sure.
Shelf?
A shelf.
Oh my
There
God.
it is. A fucking shelf. That shelf I used to hit
chimed in
all
earlier,
the time.
pal.
So yeah. Ryan gets an
I
11 for his
enjoyed that a
glorious
little.
hair. Noah gets an 11 for just his daily handsomeness. Damn, Noah, look at you. Cole gets an 11 because he's exceptional looking today. Looking exceptional, Cole.
Aren't you always, Cole?
Looking exceptional. Come get political, guys. We do have a political chat if that is something you're
Absolutely,
interested in. But I'm not interested in that. But have fun in it if you want to. Shadowplay, you're fine. You're good. Question still stands. Don't talk your way. Hey, that's just the shelf I was bumping into. Nothing else. Where's
Shelf
the Real
bumping.
Madrid flag? It's right there. You can see it. Just a little lower. Cole with the mega
Cannot see it
brain.
on the stream.
You can't see it on the stream? Oh,
No.
it's still there. I didn't. How much of this stream is cut off? Oh, you really can't see it. That's tough. My fault. Fleet Fox's hoodie. Yes, Cole does have a Fleet
Hell,
Fox's
I
hoodie.
didn't even notice that.
Yeah.
Big fan of Fleet Foxes over here, this guy. Big fan. All right, let's see. What was the poll ended? 61% no, 38% yes, 31 votes. 38% of chat thinks this was the greatest debut album of all time.
Fair enough.
All right, that was more than I thought
Big
would.
ups.
That was honestly more than I thought would say that. It really was. All right, chat. Thank you guys so much for watching. We will be back tomorrow because we have a holiday here in America, so we don't have to work. So lucky for us. I don't know if Noah, I think you're off as well, right?
We'll see.
We'll see. Are you able to stream tomorrow, Noah? Do you have anything you gotta do?
Well, you stopped me from going on my record haul today.
Why don't you just go
So-
now? There's plenty of time left in the day.
I don't know when they close. I'll see.
Fair enough.
Yeah, we should be good tomorrow.
We should. So yeah, we'll be back tomorrow. I believe tomorrow we're either gonna do another paid album request. Somebody wanted us to do the Other Fishman's live album. Congrats on America. Thank you, Nathan. Appreciate it. Thank you, Shadow. Appreciate the paid request. Really appreciate it. We don't have a holiday. I'm gonna make my own holidays. Okay, I'm in. So we should be back tomorrow with it might be it will be a very long stream, but it might have to be 2 streams because I can almost guarantee we are not going to make it through 2 hours of an album without getting taken down by YouTube, so we might have to restart the stream at one point, so be aware of that. But yeah, we should be back tomorrow. Thank you guys so much for watching. Join the Discord, links in the description of all our videos. Not Kid A tomorrow, no, not that bocap. It will be should be a live album. And what are we buying, Noah? I think he's just going there to check it out, right? You don't have any
Vinyl records.
just vinyls. You're gonna have to post what you buy on the Discord.
Just might have to.
Just might
it's
have to.
embarrassing.
Where do we discuss politics? We don't, but there is a political channel on our Discord if you want to join it. Yeah, it's for you guys. 69 love song. What the fuck? Post Valentine stream. Let's get romantic. Nathan, you are one weird dude. I'm gonna end
I'm a big fan of Nathan. Cool
I'm
guy.
gonna end the stream right now. Have a good one.